Hello everyone and welcome to Sportstar's Matchpoint Paradox. For the final time this IPL 25 season, we have come to the end and RCB has finally won a trophy after 18 years of wait. They beat Punjab Kings today to claim their first ever IPL title. So this has been in the talk, it has been in the jokes, it has been in the memes that RCB's failed to win a title and that ends today. And that too a very clinical performance on a surface which looked like a definite 200 plus surface. They scored what looked like an under par total but defended it spectacularly well. Their bowling plans came together and I know the result looked like it's a 6-run win, but that does not show the gulfing class between the two teams. A lot of those runs came after the win was secured. Shashank Singh hit a few boundaries. All in all, almost a flawless performance from RCB. So let's start with the batting, of course. Sai, let's start with the RCB.
I think they were in spot of bowler. They lost Salt early. Even though he looked like when he played those 8-9 balls, scored some couple of boundaries. I think they got a good start, but then they lost again. And then Kohli, the usual that he goes into that shell when his team usually loses that early wicket. So he went on to that, and I thought at that moment when RCB was not able to find boundaries regularly, I thought this could be a Punjab taking over that control. But I felt that Rajat Patidar scored at that 24-run knock was a very much needed knock and came at a perfect time. He hit those one or two couple of boundaries and the six as well. Yeah. So I think that was a very crucial moment. And then again, even then later Livingston, like he had a very, very bad tournament. But he coming and playing scoring those two
cameos.
Like the cameos really.
There were 4 such cameos, which collectively pushed them close to 200. Right. Like you said, Patidar, then Jitesh, then Livingston, then Shepherd, and they almost looked like they were going to get to 200, but then the last over they lost 3 wickets. So
and even as you mentioned, the pitch was. It felt like it should be somewhere around 210, but I felt that the pitch, when you hit those hard lanes, and the Punjab Kings bowler were really doing that well. Like they keep hitting those short and back of the.
Particularly against Kohli, they had a very specific strategy to not give him anything.
And with the pace of deliveries, it was not really that easy to hit, even though it looked like a good batting track. So I felt that even RCB, while in the bowling department as well, they did that really well. That they understood what the lengths they wanted to hit, and I think. And then what about that Krunal Pandya performance?
Yeah. So brilliant piece of stat. Krunal Pandya is the first ever player to win 2 IPL Final Player of the Match awards. The first one came in 2017. That was for his batting performance, where he saved Mumbai Indians innings from a collapse. And this time it was purely for his bowling performance. He also took a couple of catches, I think. But the way he bowled on a surface where it looked easy to concede runs, but he held his line, he held his length, and he has been doing that role continuously for RCB throughout the season. And it also circles back to the way RCB has structured this team out of the auction. A lot of their picks have been for specific purposes. Like for example, Jitesh being almost a like-for-like replacement for Karthik. Tim David, who did not play today, the way he has fitted in, the way he fit into RCB's structure as a finisher. And when Tim David was not unavailable, they had Romario Shepherd doing that role. Phil Salt, great by second consecutive IPL title for him. The way he gelled in with Virat Kohli at the top of the order. All in all, especially, I know we are speaking in hindsight, but then still, it all came together perfectly for RCB and Rajat Patidar. The fact that they retained him and trusted him with the captaincy, and he delivered the title. So that's the way he captained.
He was the fulcrum. Even in the initial, especially in the initial part of the tournament, when RCB started really well, I felt he was batting really well. He continued that form from the domestic, and that basically gave that confidence because that middle order could could collapse a lot in the previous seasons. But because Patidar was there, even though yes, in the later half of this season when he got that finger injury, he couldn't play to a couple of games, so the runs dropped down. But I think the fact that he was there in the middle order, and then he was handling the transition from Kohli to Jitesh.
Yeah.
I think that really well came together.
Yeah.
And now that Royal Challengers Bangalore has won, I mean, where do you think this final? How do you rate this final? Or do you find that this could have been a very closer game, or do you think that?
As in, I mean, very rarely do we get a proper entertaining final, because the last year we had a one-sided one. I think even the year before that also it was not too close a contest. But then it's okay, it's fine. As in, the cricket was engaging enough. I know the climax wasn't great, but then it was high quality cricket. A lot of big hits, great bowling from a couple of them, some superb pieces of fielding. Innovative shots, like for example the one which Jitesh hit, the back of a leg delivery, he just scooped it over the keeper. So stuff like that.
The amount of core muscle that you need to hit that shot is crazy. So
also, I think we have to talk about Punjab.
That's spectacular.
Great season. Shreyas Iyer again underlining his leadership skill. This is the third team he has taken into an IPL final. He has won one title with KKR. Previously, he had taken Delhi Capitals into the final, and this year also. And he was brilliant with the bat. 600 plus run season. He has redesigned his aggressive batting style. He's hitting more sixes than ever. Stuff like that. He surely should allow Shreyas Iyer to walk into probably any other international team in the world. I know he's a central figure in the ODI team, but in T20 and Test cricket, he's still in the periphery. But I think if he continues to perform like this, it won't take too long for him to be a 3-format player, or possibly even captain the team in at least one format. So yeah, that's
correct. I mean, just like what I was saying about the party, that he was the fulcrum, he was the transition from a certain player, a role of a certain attacking player to another attacking player. That middle order that we probably needed. I think Iyer did that brilliantly for the entire season. I mean, today he couldn't score a lot, but I felt that this season belonged to Shreyas Iyer, particularly because of his captaincy plus the amount of responsibility he took himself with the batting. Like there were two. I can't say Prabh Simran is a youngster, but two uncapped Indians who was opening.
And then you have Nehal Vadera and Shashank Singh.
Correct. So like 4 uncapped Indians, and Punjab was relying a lot on them. So to have. And with Shreyas Iyer, they had that confidence, and Shreyas Iyer gave that confidence to them as well. So I felt that Shreyas Iyer was had a great tournament.
And you don't know, maybe if he had batted for like at least 3 hours or 4 hours, the game's destiny would have changed. But unfortunately,
yeah, correct. I mean, I felt that was the turning. That was the phase where Punjab needed to win that, because
that was a very soft dismissal also.
Right.
Very unlike Shreyas.
Right. I mean, when he came, it was just right after the power play. They didn't had scored that. They just had scored 52 runs and needed something to basically shift the momentum. And that time Iyer came, I felt that those next 3 or 4 overs would have been decisive, and it did turn out to be a very crucial wicket for RCB
and Punjab.
Right.
So yeah, that's it from us for today. I know there is no match to look forward to for tomorrow or day after tomorrow, but we will be continuing our IPL post tournament analysis. So please check out our website and social media handles for all stories and analysis from our team. And but the cricket coverage continues. The India's tour of England will start later this month. So yeah, please follow us for all updates related to cricket.